sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Washington football team. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A 6-yard pickup brings us second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On first and 10, Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Heineke. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. off the play fake. Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Now Heineke. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack on first down, Heineke. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Third and long for Heineke, and that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a sudden, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
is tackled at the 32-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, Heineke. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Heineke rolling to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Heineke on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from...
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in the 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Third and short yardage. Heineke. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way. No dink and dunk. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd and goal, Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Heineke, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He juked him and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now they're going to fake it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. The Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Come on, baby.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. William Jackson with a pick. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield, and
and now they're going to fake it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Pick, baby, all day. Don't throw this way.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.